Turn off the lights when you leave the room. If you've heard that advice once, you've heard it 1,000 times. But will that advice also save thousands of dollars? We'll talk about energy conservation efforts next on Classroom Connections. Hi, and welcome to Classroom Connections, a public affairs discussion on issues important to students, teachers, and parents in Des Moines Public Schools. I'm Phil Roeder, Director of Community Relations. For reasons that range from rising utility costs to global warming to limited resources, cutting energy consumption is an issue that organizations and individuals alike are taking a close look at these days. And for Des Moines Public Schools, with some 60 schools and buildings in the district, reducing energy usage can have a big impact. Here to talk with us today is Bill Good, Chief Operating Officer for Des Moines Public Schools. Bill, let's start small, turning off the lights. You've helped Des Moines Public Schools team up with Mid-American Energy on an effort to remind people about something that might seem like common sense at first. Tell us a little bit about that effort.
Well, involving our energy provider is just another important piece in a successful energy conservation program. Mid-American has been very helpful to us and have provided a number of materials and support for helping to change our energy culture in our school district. And we do need some work. And so they are just one piece, but we need everybody in that regard, from our not only Mid-American, but our teachers, our custodians, everyone in our school district to look at energy differently.
Something like as fundamental as turning off the light switch might not save a lot of money in itself, but in an organization as large as a school district that must have thousands upon thousands of light switches, what can something that basic mean for an organization like this in terms of cost savings?
Well, energy costs are probably typically the second largest expenditure in an operating budget. And actually, after salaries, even more than computers and textbooks combined. So there's some significant dollars that we expend every day on energy. But just turning the lights off for 5 seconds seems like not like something that's not going to make a big difference, but just pennies can add up to dollars. And over a period of time, it can get to hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars in potential savings in our school district. And realistically, I believe our community really expects us to be responsible stewards of our resources. And through energy conservation, we're able to do that.
Now, the effort with Mid-American Energy, this campaign to remind people to turn off the lights, it's just one of several things that's going on in the school district right now, isn't it, in terms of looking at how to be more energy efficient?
Yes, that's what's really cool about this is we've got some student groups and organizations that are moving towards some sustainable design discussions and changes in their individual buildings. As an example, at Merrill Middle School, they recently are a recipient of a Wells Fargo grant that will help them or give them exposure to the power of solar energy. So that is going to be an interesting one to follow. Energy and sustainability is an option for some future potential curriculum at Central Campus. And we're looking for that to evolve into something that will have a dramatic impact not only with our school district, but in the future of energy use in our community and our world. That particular grant is being funded by the Siemens Building Technologies grant. And we're very thankful for that, and we're looking forward to that evolving. At Hyatt Middle School, they're looking at, through their science curriculum, the reduction of energy through removing convenience appliances from various parts of the building. And the Environmental Club at Hoover High School has been very environmentally conscious, and they're doing some things that would enhance energy conservation at Hoover.
A lot going on. Well, Bill, one of your responsibilities as Chief Operating Officer, I know, is to oversee the construction within the school district. As As you plan for whether it's a renovation of an existing school building or the construction of a new one, what are some of the approaches that you and the builders and the architects look at in terms of making sure that the buildings today are more energy efficient than they've been in the past?
Well, energy efficiency in buildings, specifically through renovations, is extremely important. We need to operate our buildings at a lesser cost than they are today. And in many cases, we can do that. We can add air conditioning to buildings and still operate at a lesser cost than prior to the air conditioning. But some of the things that we're doing, we're looking at reduced water consumption through various plumbing fixtures and different types of fixtures, reducing paper waste in restrooms, going to dryers, controlling lighting with occupancy sensors, expanding our energy management systems within our buildings. And a big one, and this kind of goes back to our association with Mid-American, we're very aggressive on energy rebates. And through the Schools First program, we've actually realized about $1.5 million in rebates that goes back into the Schools First program for additional improvements.
So we're talking real money with this.
Yes, $1.5 million over the last 8 years.
Now, one of the things when the Schools First effort started several years ago that was new at the time was geothermal for heating and cooling. What are your impressions of that? How has that worked? And what do you think that'll mean for a district like Des Moines in the long run?
Well, geothermal is another major concept in sustainable design and potentially saving energy in our school district. It's a concept that uses the Earth's natural temperatures to either heat or cool water that is circulated in our buildings. We actually have 18 of our schools that are being operated by geothermal systems, which is a very high number, probably the most in any school district in Iowa. And the estimates are about a 40% savings in energy by the utilization of geothermal systems.
Well, great. Well, Bill, thanks for joining us today and talking with us about what the school district's doing to be energy efficient and, it sounds like, fiscally responsible at the same time. And thank you for tuning in to Classroom Connections. Until next time, I'm Phil Roeder. Thanks for watching.